Good morning, guys. Welcome to a new vlog. I'm sure by now you know where am I headed. It's evident from the thumbnail itself. Well, as this is just a endurance test, I won't be staying there. I'll be heading back the same day. So it would be roughly about 400 to 420 kilometers for today. I have found a solution for the audio, and do let me know how does it sound. The route I'm going to take today is pretty well known with everybody who lives in Kolkata, because everybody who lives in Kolkata or nearby has at least once traveled to Digha. So the route is pretty well known with everybody. I'm not going to stop in Digha though. I'm going to go ahead to Talsari. I'm going to spend about an hour or so there. I'm hoping to have lunch there, and after that I'll head back home. Should be about 4.5 to 5 hours of a journey. I'll keep you updated through the journey. Well, I've been greeted with a lot of traffic today morning. It's cutting down my speed quite a lot, and I don't know why, but I'm a little scared, I would say, to pull the bike to higher speeds. Maybe this is the first time I'd be doing a high speed run, so that could be, and it might take a little while to get used to it. Is riding behind the truck, so that he can avoid wind resistance. I know, over the period of time, and with so many motor vloggers, this has been said like a million times, but whenever you are crossing a toll and you don't have to pay anything, it is always a delight. Honestly, I'm a little confused. I've just done about 74 kilometers, so I was hoping to take my first break at about 100 kilometers, but then crossing Kolkata and not having anything at all is sort of a crime for bikers from Kolkata. So yeah, I'll make a quick stop, and then I'll keep riding again. Alright, so I'm done with my breakfast. Normally when I'm riding I do not eat much, so just had a small tea and some toast, and I think I'm good to go for about another 3-4 hours. I think I'll straight have lunch. Right, so I'd be taking a left from up ahead. That's the route to Digha and eventually to Talsari for today. I'll keep you updated. There's a lot to tell about this ride, so in the times to come I'll explain that to you. and I've ridden a couple of motorcycles over the time. Gradually I moved towards cars, and how everybody feels, they're a little more comfortable, so I kind of stopped riding and I started commuting on my in my car itself. Now finally, I have made a conscious decision to come back to motorcycles. Yes, I do love cars, and my love for machine will always be there. I love cars and bikes equally, but I think for the time being I'll stick to a motorcycle. To talk about the bike that I have, it's pretty evident by now that it's an Xpulse 204V. While choosing the bike, I had a couple of ideas in my head. I was also looking at Himalayan, but then I've never been a very high-speed rider. I'm very comfortable at about 80 to 100. So Himalayan also, the sweet spot for Himalayan is also 80 to 100 from what I've heard. I've ridden that I actually, when I was in Gangtok, I rented a Himalayan and went to Nathula Pass. I love the bike, honestly I love the bike, but when I was looking at buying one, I would say that there are a couple of reasons why I chose Xpulse over Himalayan. One being the price to own the bike. Second is that with a similar kind of power output, I'm sure Xpulse wouldn't be as fast or as capable of holding the speeds, but yeah, in a lot of way I think the riding would be quite similar. Mileage definitely also is a point of concern at this point of time with the kind of fuel prices that we are paying now. My Xpulse gives me about 40 to 45 within the city. I would check what the mileage would be today, so I can give you an idea of the highway run as well. Yes, so mileage is definitely a concern. It decreases the cost for travel by quite a lot. Also, I would say that servicing cost and everything, I feel Hero is much more affordable in that space, and Hero bikes are generally viewed as a reliable machine, so I am not looking for something that will give me too much trouble while riding. As it is, I'm coming back to riding, so I wouldn't want too much of a hassle while riding. So that way I chose to have a Hero Xpulse, and so far I've been happy with the bike, with whatever it can do. It's not a very fast machine, it will not keep you on your edge, but then yeah, it's fairly quick enough for city rides, and I've been doing high speeds today. A lot of you wouldn't consider 80 to 100 high speeds, but to me 80 to 100 is quite a decent speed to ride on, and if you can maintain that speed, you can make good time. Hi everybody, I've just taken a short break. I found this a little off-road, not too far from the road, as you can see. I guess it's about 11:15 now, and I have covered about 160 kilometers.
so it shouldn't take much long. It's if I go by Google, it's about 40 kilometers more, so should be an hour, not more than that. I am a little behind schedule. I was hoping to reach by 12, but that's okay. This ride is not essentially about making time, making good time. It's just enjoying the ride and being on saddle for a longer time. So as far as that is considered, I'm on point. Not an issue with that. The bike's performing really well. It's too sunny now. I really can't keep my eyes open. Yeah, I'll beyond this, I don't think there's much to show from here, but then if there's something, I'll make sure that I record that. Keep watching the video.
Without you, I remember myself, my name. Forgot about all you tried to change. Familiar was the sound of your voice as I continued.
Now coming to the topic at hand, why am I going to Talsari and coming back the same day? So as I've been mentioning multiple times that I'm back to riding after quite some time. Yes, of course, in the meantime as well, I've been riding. A friend of mine was gracious enough to lend me his motorcycle from time to time so that I can stay in touch with my riding. And I've gone to a couple of places here and there. He also encouraged me to go to so he owns a KTM Adventure 390, and he kind of encouraged me to go to one of KTM's Pro XP, I think that's the name, Adventure Pro XP rides. So he's been a lot of help in regards to keeping that passion for motorcycle alive within me. Now I wanted to do longer rides. I've comfortably crossed about 300 kilometers for a day. The last ride that I did to Shitolia was about 210, so I'm comfortable with that. This is just a preparation for upcoming rides where I'd be riding more than 500 kilometers for a day. I just wanted to check the endurance level, that how much can I take to get an assessment of my physical health right now and what do I need to improve on. Also this gives me the opportunity to actually get in touch with the bike a lot more, because within the city Kolkata has pretty strict speed limits and I do not want to cross them and pay fines. I'll rather use that money to fuel up the tank and go someplace. So I haven't done much of high speed ridings within the city. So that was the idea behind the ride today, that I'll take a quick ride and come back. Also, it doesn't make much sense. I've been to Talsari once, so it doesn't make much sense for me to go there, spend money on staying the night and coming back the next day. Tomorrow being a Monday, it doesn't make sense there as well. So that's the idea. I'll just have a quick ride and come back today, crossing about 400 kilometers to about 420 kilometers, so that I get an idea of the sense, I get an idea that how well do I sustain on the saddle.
Without you, I remember myself, my name. Forgot about all you tried to change. Familiar was the sound of your voice as I continue to walk on by. It has been
Okay guys, so we have finally crossed Digha and now we are in Orissa. So the first crossing of states.
Hi folks, so I finally reached Talsari. I've been here when I was a kid. I don't remember much though. From what I see right now, it's still better than Digha. It's much less crowded, but I am not really dressed to get into the water. There are boat rides from here that take you inside. There's a river that joins here, so they take you inside. And let me show you the view now. So a local said that the water is rising. It will take another hour for the water to actually come much closer to the shores. I wouldn't be here till then, so I would not be able to capture that. I'm just gonna have lunch here, spend some time here, and then head back home. That's the agenda for the day. Alright, so I'll keep you updated.
The silence fades into the night. Coyotes sing at the moonlight. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Feel the wind touch our face. Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown.
Now it seems everybody is home taking a Sunday lazy afternoon nap. This is the beauty of this bike, you know, you don't really have to stop for anything. You don't have to slow down even. On the contrary, if you face any bad patch and if you increase the speed, it will just sail over it. There's nothing that you have to worry about. Yeah, coming back to the point, everybody seems to be taking a Sunday a lazy afternoon nap, and that's kind of working in my favor now. The road is practically free of pedestrians. There's a little traffic, but then that's okay, that's navigable. Only these buses are creating a ruckus, otherwise there's so anybody who was leaving Digha today had already left, so essentially there's not much traffic left for Kolkata, and that's a very good thing. That means that I can sail through easily.
The silence fades into the night. Coyotes sing at the moonlight. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Feel the wind touch our face. Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape into a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape, let's escape. Let's escape. Let's escape.
Well, just crossed Nandakumar circle. I was a little low on fuel, so I was a little worried, but then it didn't have a problem. Mileage is pretty good. It gave about 287 kilometers on 6.88 liters of fuel. So yeah, that's above 40, and I'm happy with that.
The summer's calling. The summer's calling. If the kingdom is overthrown, meet me at the cornerstone. And
Hi everyone, so just crossed Kolkata. Kolkata is always chaotic. Stopped for a short bio break. Heading back now. I think I'll be making good time. It's 5:27 and I have done about 120 kilometers. So just 75 more to go. Should be about while entering Kolkata there'll be a little traffic, so I'm assuming it would be about 2 hours from now I should be back home.
summer's calling.
Hi guys, so I reached a while back. I stopped for a coffee. It's about 7:13. I reached Kolkata at about 7ish, a little before 7, and I stopped for a coffee break and I'm heading back home now. So there's not much to show anymore. It's already dark, and let me end the vlog here. I'll meet you in the next one. Thank you for taking the time to watch it. Thank you.
See December.